I feel like I'm almost ready for polish on this shot, as most of the notes that I received, feedback notes, were in that vein. I do still have one area that's bugging me, and it's been the area that's been troubling me from really almost the very beginning. And it's this getting between the second attack and this third attack. Last week, I think I showed I had kind of sliding into this last attack, and I changed that to sliding after the second attack and then running towards this last one. And the reason I feel like it needs to be in there, I feel like the slide needs to be in there for rhythm or texture purposes. Otherwise, there's no like variation in the timing of the attacks. But I received a specific note about that slide that tells me that what I have isn't working or isn't quite working. So I need to figure something out there. And at this point in time, I'm not exactly sure what that is, but that's what I'll be focusing on this week. And then some of the other notes that I received, you can see I got all kinds of good notes here on the side. Most of them were polishing kinds of notes about watching the arcs, watching some spacing. I've got this really nasty pinch here that I need to figure out a way to clean up. And a lot of stuff about doing some offsets here or amplifying the offsets on the landing so that it doesn't feel like everything's happening at the same time. I decided to subscribe to Anim Dojo this week, and I'll have the link in the description. Since I'm getting close to finishing the previous shot, I wanted something that could give me a little more structure, I guess, rather than just going on or continuing on my own. You can see here that it talks about how they are designed to be efficient, affordable, and flexible. And I've only been subbed for a few days, but from what I've seen so far, that seems very accurate. Now, I don't want to give away anything that you really need to subscribe to see, so I'll just kind of go over some of the basics on their site in case this is something that you're interested in. They talk about the animator's checklist that they use and they teach, which is a workflow or method of animating focused on efficiency and speed while retaining high quality. So the first thing that they like you to do is to watch their videos, and those videos explain that workflow in depth. And this is where I'm at right now. This way of animating is a little bit out of my comfort zone. There are some things that I, some things that I already do, but a lot of things that I don't. So it's definitely something I'm not quite used to, but I'm always up for trying a new workflow to see what works for me and what doesn't. So for the next month, I will definitely try this method, and I can see where my speed will improve if I keep at it. So they also have weekly live streaming sessions run by a pro animator where the whole class is kind of encouraged to do the same exercise that the instructor is demonstrating. And these sessions, or the exercises in these sessions, focus on strengthening the principles and ideas that you learned from the videos. So that's kind of what you get for $20 a month, which seems to me like a very, very fair price. If you want individual professional review for your work from Anim Dojo, I'm not quite sure if it's implemented yet, but it's definitely coming soon. If it's not, you can pay for that on top of the $20 sub. So again, don't pay for it if you're not using it. Pay for it if you are. So it seems very, very flexible to me. I do feel like you need to have a familiarity with the Maya software and the fundamentals of animation to get the most out of Anim Dojo. If you're someone who's brand new to animation, I might suggest some of the introductory courses offered here at rustyanimator.com, like this first one at this time, Maya for Animators, and right below it, Animation Fundamentals. I'll have the links in the description. And that's it for this week. Thanks for watching.